have these symbols that you will be given. You can pick whichever one you want. Obviously the triangle and the square will be a lot easier than the love heart because it's curved. So I've just chosen a triangle. What I'm going to do is you will need a piece of white fabric or black fabric, and you will need a piece of coloured fabric or a different colour that you can applique this design onto. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our triangle onto our piece of fabric. If you're using a big piece of fabric, try and put your symbol in the bottom corner so that you can use the other piece of the fabric so that someone else can use it. Try not to waste the fabric. We're just going to put 2 pins in it. You can also just hold it and trace around it with a pencil if you wanted to, but I've just popped 2 pins in it, and then I'm going to trim around the edge. So you need to make sure that your cutting is really even and neat because you are going to see this a little bit on your design. So just keep it nice and neat. Just cut it really evenly. Okay, then you can take your pins out. So I've got my triangle design, I've got my main fabric here, so that's going to be appliqued onto there. Now what you will need is a piece of Appliqué. So Appliqué is a stabilizer. It has like a baking paper type material on the outside, and then it has the glue on the underside. So what we do is we put this symbol on top of it. Again, try not to waste the fabric. And what we are going to do is we're going to just trace around it with a pencil. Okay, so just lightly trace around it. You could pin it as well, but it is like paper, so it's harder to pin. So there's my design. Now I'm just going to chop this out. Remembering to use paper scissors for this because this is paper rather than fabric scissors. I'm just going to trim around it so it's the exact size that we need for our triangle. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to place our triangle down. We're going to put the glue side, which is the rougher side, down onto the back or the wrong side of the fabric. So you've got your right side, you've got your wrong side. So you're going to put it right side down with the wrong side facing up, and then you're going to put your rough side onto the back of your triangle and match it up. Okay, and so you'll have the smooth side facing you, and then you're just going to iron that onto the back of your triangle. Okay, so just make sure that you have trimmed your Appliqué, your stabilizer, down so it fits your symbol perfectly, because if you stick it down and iron it and it's a little bit bigger than your design, the glue will go onto the ironing board, and we don't want any glue on the ironing board. So we've ironed that, it's stuck. If yours doesn't feel like it's stuck, just iron it again. And we're going to peel off the back piece of paper from the fabric. So we're just going to peel that off. Now you need to make sure that your paper that you're peeling off is smooth. So you want the glue, the rough bit of the paper, to be stuck onto your design. Okay, so if it's not quite sticking, just iron it again. And then try and peel it off again. So we're just, by ironing it, we're just heating it up so that it will stick onto the fabric. Okay, so then that's our piece of paper, and we can just chuck that in the bin. And then this piece that has our glue onto it is going to go wrong side down onto the right side of our main fabric, glue side down, and we're going to iron it in place. So that glue will heat up, and then it will stick onto this fabric and hold it in place for us to stitch around the design. Okay, so to finish off our applique design, we are going to now stitch around the edge of our design. We're just going to use a straight stitch, so we're going to make sure that this is on 2.5, your stitch length, and then this one is at 0. Now we're going to lower our needle down into the corner of the design, so it's spaced about 3 or 4 mil from the edge, and then we're going to lower our presser foot. We're going to go forwards a few stitches, backwards a few stitches just to lock it in, and then we're going to line up the inside edge, this edge, of the presser foot with the edge of our applique design. So we're going to line that up the whole way so that we're nice and close to the edge of the fabric, and so that there is an even distance the whole way around. So we're going to lower our needle, lift our presser foot, pivot. We're going to line up that inside edge again. And then we're going to pivot in this corner. Lift your presser foot, lower it down so it's lined up again. And you're going to do this no matter what symbol you selected. Go backwards and forwards, lift your presser foot, pull out your design, just cut off your threads. You can give it a press again and iron, and then that is your applique design done.